Good morning, children. Previous chapter packing was completed. It took a long time, but it was completed. And now we will start next chapter that we have to do in this month only. Reach for the top. Reach for the top. The title itself is telling you that this may be the story of someone who achieved exceptional success in his life. This is actually part 1, you can read here. So this is actually a combination of 2 success stories, 2 inspirational stories. Both are related to women, one from India and one from America, or her origin is somewhere else. We will read that afterwards. Today we will read the success story of Santosh Yadav. Actually today I'll tell you the main points of the chapter, and tomorrow we will start reading it from the book. I hope all of you, or at least some of you, might have heard this name. Yes, those who have heard, they must have heard that she is the only woman in this world who has scaled Mount Everest two times. And you will be happy to know that she is from Haryana, Rewari. She is from a small village in Rewari district, and the time when she was born, in that time and in that society in which she was born, only male children are welcomed in the family, not female children. But she was lucky in that case that she was welcomed. She got a lot of welcome in her family when she was born, as she was the 6th child in the family, and all 5 who came before her were males. So she was the only sister to those 5 brothers. So she was welcomed in the family. And since her birth, she had remained a sort of rebel. She was of rebellious nature. Rebellious nature means this was not her intention to oppose each and everything that was conventional and famous and traditional. It was not like that, but she had her own way. She would always do what she wanted to. Nobody could dominate her, nobody could decide anything for her. She would decide things for herself. A small example is like this. When she was going to school, she did not like to wear the traditional clothes which girls used to wear at that time. And in her village, it was a tradition that if girls studied, they would study up to school only. They would get only school education, because a school was situated in the village. And after that, their education is stopped and they are married, usually at the age of 14 or 15. Same thing was going to happen with her also, but she strictly refused in her family that she would not get married at this stage, and she would continue her studies. And she wanted to go to Delhi for her high school. And parents in the beginning were not willing. It was not because of money. In fact, she belonged to an affluent family, very rich family. But they thought that no girl was going to Delhi to study, so why Santosh should go? But she was determined, she was adamant, and the family had to give way to her desire. She studied there. After that, she studied in Jaipur, Maharani College, and she was living in a hostel also. And there, her romance or her love with mountaineering started. Her hostel room was located at such a place from where she could see Aravali Hills. And daily from her room, she saw people climbing those hills, and she was fascinated with mountaineering. One day she thought she would go on the route on her own, and she came out of her room and she started climbing. Fortunately, she got there. Some climbers, some mountaineers were there who offered her to join their group. She joined their group and learned a little mountaineering from them. And then she found out that this is mountaineering where her interest lay, and this is the job which she wanted to do. For that, she applied in a mountaineering coaching institute, you can say, and she got admission there. And from her college, she directly came to her institute. There was no time to go home, so she just wrote a letter to her father where she apologized that she could not inform them, and without their permission, without informing them, she had applied in this institute, and she is going directly there. Parents, might be angry at that time, but later on they were happy with her decisions. There she learnt climbing, and she became a famous mountaineer. She scaled Mount Everest 2 times, and after reaching the top of the Mount Everest, she felt proud as an Indian. So she was a patriotic lady also. She is rather a patriotic lady also. But it is not only mountaineering which we should count among her qualities. This is her profession or her zeal or whatever you call it, but there are some other humanitarian points also, attributes also which she has in her. For example, she was a great environmentalist. One example which is there in the chapter is this: when she was coming down Mount Everest, she collected 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas, which other mountaineers might have dropped there. She collected that garbage and brought it down. So this way she gave a message to other mountaineers that they should not throw garbage like this. Then other than this, she was very, very sympathetic. She took a lot of care of fellow mountaineers. She did not have any feeling of jealousy or any negative competition. She had a healthy spirit of competition and cooperation rather. We should not call it competition, cooperation. She took a lot of care of fellow mountaineers. When somebody was not able to bear height, bear altitude, and they were feeling sick, so she took a lot of care of those mountaineers. There are 2 names written in the chapter who were taken care of by Santosh Yadav. One unfortunately died in spite of being cared by her, but the other one survived that attack, and he followed. He joined the mountaineering with Santosh Yadav. So there is a lot that we can learn from her. These are the main points, and tomorrow we will read the chapter from book. Thank you.